What's up guys, Vezuvius here and welcome to another episode of VP Plays. And in this episode we're going to play another Xbox One game. We're going to be playing Destiny. And in this video I'm going to be doing a Tiger Strike, which is the most difficult level of Strike, the highest level requirement Strike out of the 4 playlists, and of course the Nightfall Strike. I don't really count that. But let's get on with it. See which one we get. So I'm playing as a Titan today on level 26, and I will go through my loadout and equipment and stuff as soon as it becomes visible. So I've got 2 level 27s teaming up with me for this strike. Let's see where we end up.
Whether we wanted it or not, we've stepped into a war with the Cabal on Mars. So let's get to taking out their...
Okay, it's the Mars one. This is a particularly long one.
The siege dancers from an Imperial land tank outside of Rubicon. He's well protected. But with the right team, we can punch through those defenses, take this beast out and break their grip on Freehold.
I've done it before, so it should be okay. So as I said before, I'm playing a Titan. I'm using a rare auto rifle with a rare sniper rifle and rare rocket launcher. All my armor is legendary apart from my helmet. I'm hoping to get that legendary once I've got enough marks. So the main objective for this strike is to kill a high-ranking Cabal leader. So first what we have to do is take out his lieutenants. I think there are 3 of them. So we just have to proceed to where they spawn, or where the encounter is, which is through a series of tunnels and Mars planes. And these vehicles we're in at the moment, I can't remember what they're called. Let's see if it says interceptors. They fire rockets, sort of like small tanks. They are equipped with a boost, so it's good for getting around fast. Although this can be carried through until the encounter with the lieutenants, but you can't take it to the main base, the main boss even. So I'm just going to make my way over here where I've got a good vantage point to take out these other guys. Hopefully my teammates will help with that too. Vehicle's getting a bit damaged now. I think there are actually some more spawning later on, so I don't really think it matters if I lose this. But it's pretty battered now, so I'm going to leave it alone. Continue on foot. So I'm also using the Striker subclass, which is the the more offensive of the two Titan subclasses. You've got the lightning grenade, or the grenade, and then your melee, special melee attack, which is just a punch with more energy. And obviously the special, or the super, is the ground pound. My rocket launcher also tracks its targets, which is a great perk to have, especially when you're dealing with enemies which can dodge or teleport.
Good news. All of his lieutenants are here. We could take down all of his guards.
Right, so see there's some more interceptors here. And this area here is where we'll fight this guy's lieutenants. So there's a number of guys here already, and once we've taken those out, the lieutenants will start arriving. And I think the first two or three, first two are just on their feet, and they look like these phalanx guys, big shields, but they're much tougher. Okay, so there's the first guy. They normally go up and hide in that small area there. So I'm going to try and take out his guards before I start taking out him. Looks like one of my teammates have already dropped out. So now with his guards gone, I can start firing up into the building here. And he can't really do anything because he's got a short range weapon. So my teammates managed to knock him down here. So I got him with a boost that time. Okay, his second lieutenant is coming now, which is he's very much the same type of guy. So we'll just take him out the same way, I expect. Oh, so he's gone already. And there's another one. Maybe two are dropped off on the second one, I can never remember. See if I can get him with my rockets. Yeah, got him.
I'm picking up another one of his lieutenants heading this way.
Okay, so we've got all three of them on foot. Now this is the part where you probably need these tanks, these interceptors, because the last guy is in a massive armoured tank, which is bigger than this thing we're in, although it's quite slow and doesn't really... It has a single defense, which is the cannon. So you can move around it quite easily. You just got to be careful. So I'm going to try to take out these other guys. Then I can start just launching rockets at him. Just gotta be careful not to get hit by his cannon. Won't get too close because he's got a ground attack, it looks like. Luckily there are bits of cover around, so I can make a distraction here for my teammate to get a rocket in maybe. While I'm here just fighting this guy, I'll talk about how Destiny's been over the... I got it at the beginning of October, was it? Yeah, the beginning of October. So I've had it for almost a month, and I'm enjoying it. I've heard some people say some negative things about how it's repetitive and very grind heavy, but I don't really mind it that much. Every strike I've done has proven to be different from the last, and you get some good rewards at the end of it, so I'm not too bothered about that part. The story's a bit empty, not much. I don't really know what's going on. I don't know anything about the races or the characters, but I think that it's still a new game for relatively. It's only a month old. Nearly 2 months old, and it's got a lot of life. A lot of life can be added to it, so more vendors and things like that. I just was looking on the subreddit for Destiny, and people were suggesting a trader vendor where you can trade weapons and armor with other players, or perhaps an actual use for your ships rather than just them being a cosmetic thing, which I think is a good idea. I'm open to it.
All right, let's go get to Arik.
I haven't really played the Crucible at all. Really, I played one match and I didn't enjoy it very much. Yeah, that's because it was the first match I played, so I wasn't very good. But I know I've done most of the stuff without PvP. I've done most of it with Vanguard and story, so I'm not very bothered about that. Maybe I'll jump into it later on. Who knows? The only thing that I'm having a problem with Destiny is actually only over the last few days they've been having some server issues. So I hope they don't have any issues during this, otherwise it's going to be a very frustrating video. But we're near to the end, nearly the end. We've just got to kill these guys and proceed through this ship. Well, I don't know what this is. Big vehicle, perhaps. And then we fight the boss, and the boss is probably one of the hardest bosses of the strikes. Just because he's very strong and he has a lot of bodyguards. Well, not really bodyguards, they're just enemies that come into the room. So we're going to go through this part here, and there'll be several rooms, maybe 1 or 2 rooms, where there are enemies we've got to kill, and then we proceed to the last room where we'll fight the boss himself. Seeing as there's only 2 of us, it might be a little more difficult this time. But you know, you never know. Maybe we'll do good in this instance. I've got my supercharge ready to use if I ever get cornered, which is what I do normally. I normally use it for those instances only, or in big groups. My teammate here is using a fusion rifle, so he can take out any enemies that are close range. Now I normally stick to this side, so I'll do the same. This guy decided to come on this side as well. It's probably for the best. Actually, he's moved. Probably a good idea. So this guy is basically a giant centurion, I think is the name. He's got a big Gatling gun and he can shoot rockets. But he never does both at the same time, so you're going to know when he's about to shoot the rockets, because he'll stop firing and then the rockets will come. Then you've got to deal with these other guys as well. It can get quite hairy sometimes, so. But luckily I have this auto rifle this time. Unlike the other times where I've been playing with a scout rifle or a pulse rifle, which are quite medium to long range weapons, but this one is more of a close to medium range. And for all the long range things I need to do, I've got my sniper rifle that I can use, which is normally just 1 or 2 shots in the head while he's looking at the other player. Maybe a few shots here and there. But ever so often, okay, that's when he shoots the rockets, he sort of yells and then the rockets come out. Luckily the cover does work quite well against these rockets. This is the strategy I use normally. He'll also walk back and forth, he'll change sides, so you have to sort of maneuver yourself around this side rather than being on the other side, and the enemies can sneak up behind you as well, but then they can do it this way as well. So it's really not a big change. Okay, he's still focused on me. So he's actually quite a good position here because he can't. His bullets don't reach me if I'm crouched down like this. I got into a bit of trouble there, but managed to pull it through. Just firing rockets after rockets. Okay, I'm out of ammo on my sniper, which is okay for now. There doesn't seem to be a lot of enemies dropping ammo at the moment. Is there some... yeah, there's some ammo here. So another 4 shots. Okay, he died. I'm gonna have to... I can wait here for him to respawn. Or I can go and get him. I think I'll probably wait. If it was any other boss, I'd probably go to him, but this one is way too... he's way too crazy. Just gotta keep my eyes on the radar and hope nobody comes at me. Okay, he's respawned now. So everything seems to be going okay. For only there being 2 of us. See, I was about to use my super there, but he must have got me before. Okay, he's gonna try and come and get me. He has done. Best to get rid of the problem quickly. The trick with these phalanx guys is to shoot them in the foot or the arm. They're a bit like jackals from Halo. And they're easier to kill while mobile. So it helps if you can find these places where his bullets don't reach you. So there's a small bit of cover in the way of his gun, but not in the way of you. Okay, so he's just below half health at the moment. Fortunately for this boss, it's more just a grind to try and kill him rather than an actual fight. It's just defending your area and then shooting him when you have a chance. He's moving to the other side again. Occasionally he'll come up onto the side parts here, which is what he might be doing now. If he does though, I'd probably have to change sides. Doesn't look like he is though. Once you get the hang of these guys, it's quite easy. He's got about a quarter health left. Seeing as he's down that side, I'll see if I can find any secondary ammo around here somewhere. There's some. Might be some on this side. Yep, nothing but. Okay, I'm going to quickly get back to my side. not looking at me at the moment. Okay, now he is. So he's coming up on the side now, so I'm going to move over to this side, see if I can get some sniper shots on him. So my teammate has used his super on him. He really doesn't have a lot of health left, so I'm going to use my super. And I got him. Awesome.
I'll let Commander Zavala know there's one less problem on Mars.
Ballas to Ark.
So a Tiger strike earns you 25 Vanguard reputation and 6 Vanguard marks, which is probably the best of any strike apart from the Nightfall strike, which I'm not going to try just yet because there's no matchmaking involved, so I need to get some people together and then do it that way. But I think that was quite a successful strike. Just going to sit down and rest for the remainder and see what we get. So I completed a bounty. 110 kills. So I got a motive light and a decoherent engram for chest. So I'm going to leave matchmaking and go back to the tower. Sort myself out before jumping in all over again. And I got an upgrade as well on my gauntlets. I need to get more ascendant shards from that. But apart from that, everything looks good. So I'm hoping to do a few more videos in Destiny. Maybe some more strikes or some patrol missions maybe. But that's all for this video, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.